So what do you guys think? This is the new exterior colors for the new 2024 model Palomino Puma brand. And these do fall underneath the Forest River umbrella for all of your service and warranty needs. But this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath destination trailer coming in right at 42 feet length. And if you take a look up top, that's another really big change for Puma this year. 3 13.5 air conditioners instead of the old standard 2. If you're new here, I do welcome you to the channel, and let's get started. However, before I get started, I like to say if you are in the market for a slightly used 2022 bumper pull travel trailer, we have recently purchased over 222. So be sure to check that link in the description, taking you back to our website so you can start viewing more of our pre-owned inventory. Well, we are going to start on the inside, but let's look at some of the numbers. 42 feet, 4 inches of total length. Gross vehicle weight rating of 12,000 pounds, riding on 6,000 pound axles, 16-inch rim with E-rated tires, and you got right at 1,573 pounds of available cargo capacity. This is a new 2024 Palomino Puma, model number 39DBT. And again, it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath layout. This thing is designed to move to your campground or your site and have it set up and just maybe move it once or twice a year. These aren't really designed for just weekend kind of camping, but again, you still can. Some people hear the term destination and they instantly assume that there's no holding tanks or it's like a park model. Well, it is. It's got a big flat front end, as you saw, and it's got larger appliances, but the old school park models did not have those holding tanks that are required by most of your campgrounds now. So 3 total slide outs on board. This is your kitchen / living. Your slide box does not have any carpet. That's a woven type material that does a really great job if maybe you have a lot of allergies. Cuts down a lot of the sand. I'm being told it's not as easy to clean up as I think, though. Some people say that the sand particles can get trapped in there, and it has a slight padding on the back for comfort on your bare feet. Freestanding table with 4 chairs. Let's close the blinds. The sun, it's early. It's on this side of the RV today. And I have not set up the chairs yet, but I guess you can gotta get an idea. So this is a sleeper sofa. I'll try to overlay a couple videos here showing you what that looks like in its open position. But without the sleeper sofa, you can comfortably sleep 4 adults. This is an electric fireplace that does produce about 5,000 BTUs of heat, kind of like a space heater. Let's take a seat. So this will be your view if you're just lounging in your kitchen / living, and your TV can be mounted over here to the left. Maybe upwards of about a 48-inch TV can be mounted. Additional shelving. So different types of countertops throughout the RV. This material is more like a composite material, whereas your countertops are a solid surface. White cabinetry. Love the updated linoleum floors for the 2024 models. The destination models are also known for their appliances, a lot larger appliances compared to other typical campers that you see on the market. Definitely room for a chicken. It's got the rotisserie type fan inside. Larger eyes on the top, and the grates are stored for now. Additional leaflets for maybe some additional counter space, but you got the single basin undermount sink with a residential type faucet. That is metal. Your fridge is the same type fridge that you could possibly go over to your hardware store and replace in the event that it does go out. This is not a 12-volt fridge, so the RV must be plugged in order for this to work. Your freezer will be on the top, and your fridge is on the bottom. I'm just going to open the freezer type part now. Your storage, this will be your pantry. These are about 24 inches deep, and you also have another matching one on the bottom. Let's look at some of the storage here. So while we're down here at the floor, we're going to talk about the furnace. The RV is going to be heated again from 2 sources. You got the electric fireplace plus the randomly placed floor vents throughout the floor, mostly on the left side of the RV. Those are coming from the 35,000 BTU furnace, which is from propane, of course. I recommend once you get these things in place, maybe upgrading your propane bottles to something much larger. Let's start all the way in the front. So stepping inside your bathroom, you got a plastic foot flush toilet. Looks like you got plenty of ceiling height once you're in the shower. 3-piece glass shower and a 2-piece plastic shower insert. And again, you got probably right at maybe 12 inches to step up. On board the RV though, you have 7-foot tall ceiling, so once you step inside the shower, still plenty of room over your head, and you do have additional seating. The ladies like to take a seat maybe and shave your legs. This would be your toilet seating area, bathroom vanity, and your bathroom sink. But so far I'm kind of liking the new interior and exterior colors in the 2024 model Pumas. So stepping up into the main bedroom, look at the space at the foot of the bed. That is a full slide out, which gives you 42 inches of additional space. 13.5 air conditioner, all those are duct. The first two. This air conditioner plus the one in your kitchen are both duct together. The ducting system does run all the way to the back bathroom, and I'll show you that. But the third air conditioner is one that I call just a dump. It's going to produce the air conditioning right into that bedroom. This is the foot of the bed. Let me close this so I can give you a better view. That's the foot of the bed, so you can maybe mount up there over the window, maybe a 28-inch to 32-inch TV, but have a professional do it. We have campers come in all the time where customers have drilled all the way through just to mount a TV. Pretty good camper, pretty good layout so far. King size bed, that's very nice to see, especially when they try to cram this many bedrooms in an RV. So king bed, you do have the shelf, some additional reading, light over your head, and your 110 outlet's going to be on this side over here. Let's go all the way to the back. So to view more additional photos of this RV, there is a link that's in my description which takes you over to our website. You can view additional photos. All of my contact information is down there as well. If you have questions and just want to reach out to me, our number to our office is also listed down below, and there's a 90% chance that I'll be the one that answers the phone. I work pretty much independently from the other office, but we do have service parts, delivery options available. That's the 13.5, but still see the vents. The vents are coming from that air conditioner plus the one in the master. This is your storage space for your guests. You got a hanging closet here plus some additional pull outs. Could definitely mount a pretty huge television at the foot of the bed. And your space isn't as much as the previous one, but you're probably right at 36 inches the space here. But this air conditioner does produce air right here. You notice the vents, and again you have the other vent coming from the main air conditioner. So this is where things are going to get a little tight. I'm 6'2", I'm a little bit on the larger side, so bear with me. You got a plastic foot flush toilet. I'm going to have to get in here and close the door. But once I'm in here, there's a lot of room. Plastic foot flush toilet, that's your bathroom vanity. Your linen closets to your left, I'll get that open momentarily. What's up, guys? Probably 24 inches deep. Pretty cool little toothbrush holder, plastic sink, plastic faucet. You guys are gonna be amazed by the price. This is your view from the toilet. 2-piece plastic shower. This is the same exact identical one from the bathroom in the front. You don't need to see my head again in the bathroom shower. But a date and time of making this video, MSRP, and then I'll show you my price. And maybe you can pause this. There's 3 sheets. There's 1. There's 2. MSRP. And again, my sales price can be found at the link found in that description down below. If you don't want to see anything on the outside, go ahead and leave me a couple of thumbs up. I greatly would appreciate that. Let's go ahead and transition to the outside now. But what's extremely nice is you can set these things in place and build a nice patio, possibly running the entire length, because there's no slide outs on the camp side of the coach. That's your entrance from the master bedroom. But let's go ahead and start all the way in the front. We'll work our way around and then end the video on this side here. So again, it can be pulled across the country or for camping if you decide. You know, it's not the most easiest to tow because of this extremely flat front end. This is going to be your on-demand water heater. You'll be looking at a 42,000 BTU on-demand water heater. And again, one thing I suggested inside was maybe upgrading your propane tanks to something a little larger. Especially if you're going to be putting this thing in place, it's easy to call the gas company out, have them set a larger tank in place, and just redo those lines. That's the ventilation for the dryer vent. This RV is going to be stabilized from 4 sets of manual scissor jacks, but a good recommendation, once you get it in place, if you're not going to move it, maybe have it blocked up by a professional, of course. Your battery will be placed in here, and that is your battery disconnect switch. Really big, probably 20-foot awning. LED lights underneath it as well. Sliding glass door. And your old school steps. No need to upgrade these, you know, from the factory, because most people, again, will leave these in place and build some sort of patio on the outside. Outdoor speakers. Now, these are just your basic tires, nothing fancy at all. Your basic suspension, and your underbelly is in fact fully enclosed. We can also order this model removing the holding tanks if that's what you desire, but the toilet will be replaced with a residential type. Fully walkable roof, but you do not have a ladder. Blindside camera prep. So that is your 50 amp power cord connection. There is a 25-foot power cord provided. City water connection, you have 2 black tank flushes, one back from the back for this bathroom, and you have a second up this way. Sewer connections on board, you have 3 different connections. Gray and black. Black, of course, coming from the toilet. Gray coming from shower and sink. Your second is behind the tires, that's gray. The kitchen is in the middle. And all the way in the front, you have your washer and dryer, which come down to here. You have a black tank for the bathroom in the middle, and there's the gray handle for the bathroom in the center. This is the second black tank flush. So when you're utilizing that system, make sure the black handles are in the open position. The first thing that's going to happen is going to go up the ventilation pipe, and you're going to have poo flowing over the side of your RV, and that's something you don't want. But overall, I love the new changes on the outside as well as the end, plus all the additional upgrades like the 3 air conditioners, and now of course everyone going to a much larger on-demand water heater, so completely eliminating the old school tank. If you haven't had a chance to do so, go ahead and like and subscribe. Come see us.